P.S. I am still laughing about using 3 fingertips to read. When would you ever need that many? Ideally, however, you shouldn't be on the toilet at all, let alone reading on it. Remember, there is no man to open the lid for you. Ladies should go through doors only if a man has opened them for her, and ladies should use a toilet only if a man has de-lidded it for her. For what is a toilet lid but a door for your asshole? I am not just an etiquette teacher and doctor, but a poet as well. Properly utilizing a toilet requires certain steps that should not be changed. Do not arrive late to your toilet. Fold the toilet paper into an elaborate swan, lengthwise, then widthwise, make a tip, add real swan meat to taste. Attempt the rosebud. Write a thank you note to your butthole on the swan paper. Make sure to use proper penmanship, even if the note is to your butthole. Thank your butthole by wiping it with the note. Flush using only the pinky, or the thumb, which is nature's pinky. Now, I am usually more than a little distrustful of sending my girls to traditional physicians, i.e., people who have not graduated from my school of internal medicine. It is much more polite not to hang an indiscreet, impolite, braggy diploma on the wall, or, better yet, to have never graduated from medical school in the first place, itself the biggest brag of all. But don't be afraid to call your local physician if the rosebud goes poorly. I have seen more than a few women who, while attempting to defecate with politeness, have popped, science term, an internal organ. I may not be a doctor, but I am an unlicensed doctor, and I can tell you that the rosebud is worth it. There are so many other places for you to read this book. You do not need the toilet. That should be your mantra, along with, my dowry is not a toy. You could read this book in a townhouse that your husband bought for you. You could read this book on a yacht that your husband bought for you. You could read this book on the toilet. Oh, did you catch that? That was a test. You cannot read this book on the toilet. I am not just a poet, but a trickster as well. Ho ho. I don't want to scare you, but some very bad things have happened to women who do not respect the proper etiquette of toiletry and who read this book on the toilet. Take, for instance, Miss Amanda Maple of New York. She was rumored to have bought this ha-ha book and could not wait to void herself before she began reading. She gave herself paper cuts on her small treasure to the extent that she could not bear children. Due to this fact, she was promptly put down behind her house by her husband. Was it worth it? Of course not. She didn't even get to the good part of the book, pages 32 to 36. Etiquette is a beautiful thing. It's what separates us from the animals. The things that separate us from the animals, in order, are etiquette, elaborate fences, long cigarettes, and whalebone. So, ladies, remember all I have taught you. I wish you all the best of luck with both your reading and toiletry endeavors. Godspeed. Now, I have to remove a kidney and replace it with a diamond.
Beginnings, or A Beginning, or How This Book Begins. 'Twas brillig and ye slithy toves did gyre and gimble in ye wabe. But this time ye slithy toves weren't fucking around. From the trailer for Jabberwocky 3D, the movie, 2015. How does one begin a book? A letter, a word, soon a sentence, then another, and suddenly a paragraph is begotten. A 2-sentence paragraph. Dickens, Melville, Odenkirk. All have faced the same question, and only one has failed. Melville. Call me Ishmael.